All right, what's up? I haven't been on here in a while because I've just been kind of not that I'm not locking in. It's just that I've been kind of, I guess, feeling burnt out recently with, YouTube and stuff like that, Instagram and social media. And it's not that I don't want to do it. It's just that it's very tiring. But I figured, I haven't been keeping you guys updated, and I realized that that's pretty much what this YouTube channel is for, is to keep you guys updated and stuff like that. And I probably should do that, so hold on, there's a car coming. So in terms of like my fitness journey, that's what I should be keeping you guys updated with, because I kind of put so much pressure on myself to make the best content, when in reality I should just be myself and put myself out there. So let me see. So where was I? So I think Monday this week I went to the body fat clinic, and I got look in this lighting, but I got a body fat bod pod scan at the body fat clinic, right? And so I got scanned, and that was after about 2 months my other follow-up scan before that. And the last scan before that, I was 210 pounds, right? I weighed 210 pounds. I was at 26.7% body fat. I think you guys remember that. And I was making good progress. I think I was sitting at like 3,000 calories or something. And then I recently just went to the body fat clinic, right? This past week. Damn, it's bright. And so I went to the body fat clinic on Monday. I got my results, and I came out to around 217 pounds. And then on top of that, I didn't actually. I gained 7 pounds, so I gained that 7 pounds back, because before I went to the body fat clinic previously, I was 217 pounds. And then my follow-up after that was 210 pounds. And then this most recent follow-up was 217 pounds. So I basically gained those 7 pounds back. But the thing is, though, I didn't gain any body fat. And that's what the bod pod scan is for. It's to help you understand, okay, you gained this weight. Now let's see if it's muscle mass or body fat. And from the scan, it wasn't body fat at all. It was just, I don't really know. I don't want to say it was 100% pure muscle mass, but the only way the bod pod works is that it measures fat mass and lean mass. And so lean mass the only thing other than fat would just be muscle mass. So I guess technically speaking, I did gain 7 pounds of muscle, give or take, but my body fat percentage stayed the same, but it technically dropped. Because I gained more muscle mass, my body fat percentage dropped from 26.7% to 25 point something percent. So technically speaking, I dropped body fat percentage, but I technically did not lose any body fat at all. And so that's what really bummed me out. I was like, okay, I built muscle, but at what cost? Gaining those 7 pounds back, and so it was just like, it kind of bummed me out, And so my guy Bill, he said, you just got to, stick to a calorie deficit now of 2,800 calories, which is what I've been doing. And do you need to do cardio? That's what I'm doing right now currently, is walking, and maybe change up my workouts here and there. But he said that's pretty much what it is. At this point, you just have to lock in with tracking everything that you eat and making sure that you don't go over your calorie limit, and then incorporating cardio here and there. So those are like the two things that I've really been slacking on these past 2 years, which is making sure I don't overeat in terms of calories and just consistent cardio. Because, you know, every now and then I'll go on a walk, but it's not every single day. So because I do want to lose weight and stuff. Well, I want to lose body fat. I don't want to lose any more muscle mass. But yeah, technically I do want to lose weight. I'm starting to walk now, do cardio. And I'm actually being really strict with my calories. So I'm on day 3 now of counting my I've been counting my calories. But like, I'm actually being strict with it now. I'm making sure I stay within, you know, 2,800 calories. So I think it was Monday. I started on Monday after I got all that information from Bill. Jeez, man. So I started Monday, and just to give myself, you know, some leeway and some wiggle room, I decided that I won't hit 2,800 calories. I'll stay under 2,800 calories. So instead of trying to hit 2,800 calories, I'm just going to do whatever I can to stay under that. So on Monday, I think I capped out at 2,300 calories. That was Monday. And then yesterday, Tuesday, jeez, man. And then yesterday, Tuesday, I capped out at 2,400 calories, like just over 2,400. And today, the day's not over yet, but I'm about 3 meals in now. And I think I'm sitting at 1,800 calories right now currently. So I'm gonna eat after I go to the gym right now, after I'm done with my walk. Well, after I'm done with my walk, jeez. Damn. This stupid sun, bruh. So after I'm done with my walk, I'm gonna go to the gym, work out. Today's pull day. And then after the gym, I'm going to eat again, because at this point, I think it's almost been an hour already since I've eaten. So going to the gym and coming back home will probably put me at around 3 to 4 hours. So I'll eat after the gym. Oh my God, shut up. Man, now everybody wants to drive through here when I'm freaking making a video. But, so yeah, like I said, I'm gonna eat after the gym, and what I'm planning on eating should put me over 2,000 calories. And then if I timed everything correctly, I should get back home from the gym like around 8 o'clock-ish. And then that'll give me 2 hours before I have to eat again. So then I'll eat it like around 10 o'clock, maybe after 10. And then that'll get me over 2,200, 2,300 calories. And then I'll be good for the whole day. So like I said, you know, I'm not, like I said, you know, 2,800 calories is, I know I probably should be sticking to 2,800 calories in general, like just hardcore. But for me, I kind of just want to, you know, progress my fat loss as much as I can. So if I hit 2,500 calories in one day, I'm good with that, dude. I'm not going to be like, oh, dude, I still got like 200 calories left. Let me eat like this donut or something. No, I'm just going to be like, okay, I capped out at 2,500 calories. That's it. I'm good for the day, man. I'm going to go to bed, wake up for tomorrow. So that's pretty much where I'm sitting at right now. But if there is, you know, a day or a time or a situation, I have those extra calories to, you know, give me some room and stuff like that. So that's pretty much where I'm sitting at right now in terms of weight and physique and stuff like that, and fitness. Those are my goals. So that's where I'm at, and that's pretty much it. I mean, I mean, I got a haircut. I look pretty good. My eyebrows done. And in terms of my life, other than fitness, I just finished Tarzan, the stage musical that I was in here in my hometown. And it was like my first time actually, you know, singing and stuff like that. So I really like locked in and forced myself to sing. And I think I finally figured out how to sing now. I think I figured it out. It's not as hard as people think, but from what I've learned from the vocal director in the play and what I've seen online and YouTube is that your voice relies heavily on your resonance. It's like that sound and feeling that you get right here in this area. And then with that resonance, it'll allow your voice to go farther, reach farther than you ever thought it could. Because I remember I was trying it one time, and I remember at the rehearsal, it was like one of our first rehearsals, our vocal rehearsals. And one of the first warm-ups the vocal director had us do was, you know, resonance and stuff like that. And so, you know, I was doing the resonance warm-ups, the vocal warm-ups with the resonance and stuff like that. And then he said, you know, if it helps, hold your finger up right here when you're singing and make sure you can feel that resonance. Make sure you can feel that resonance happening as you sing. And so I did that. I would sing and I would feel the resonance right here in my face. And so because of that, I was like, okay, I can feel my voice now and I'm singing. And so because of that, ever since then, I was like, whoa. I was like, okay, my voice feels a lot lighter now. It feels more like, it doesn't feel as strained anymore. It doesn't feel like I'm forcing myself to sing. It feels like it's just happening fluidly. And so I just started to do that more often. You know, I would sing, I would keep my finger right here. And then as time went on, I would get better at it. And I would just focus on the resonance in here. And so that's just where I'm at. That's what, honestly, I think has helped me with it. Learning how to sing. So, cause you know, like I'll sing and I don't really know if it's belting. I'm not that experienced with music and stuff like that and singing, but I don't know if it's belting, but like I'll sing like high notes, or not a high note, but like I'll sing for a while and like hold a note. And if I don't have resonance, or my resonance isn't warmed up, it won't go that far. But if I have the resonance warmed up and you know it's ready to go, then my voice will hold that note longer. It'll reach the length that I want it to reach, and then because of the resonance, it's able to travel further and sound clearer and more, you know, whole. And like you're not straining yourself. So that's where it's at. And I like it a lot so far, you know? So, you know, I've always wanted to, you know, learn how to sing and stuff like that. And I've always wanted to make my own kind of music. I just don't know how I would do that though. But I don't know. I gotta ask my friend. He makes music and stuff like that. But it's definitely something that I want to learn how to do in the future. That'd be crazy. Like imagine me becoming a music star and just imagine me in the future becoming like a huge music star or pop star or something, just creating my own music, singing, everybody going crazy over me. That'd be crazy. But I mean, yeah, that's pretty much where life has been right now for me. I don't know what else to say. That's just me updating you guys. Yeah, you know, at this point, you know, I knew it was always going to come down to this, but I just didn't want to believe it. But, you know, now that I'm at this point, I just have to lock in, because now I'm at the point where I have the muscles, I have the physique under all my fat, and I'm consistent in the gym. I work out, I know what I'm doing, I know what I want, and I know what I want to achieve. Now it's just getting to the point to where I have to track my calories, have to be strict with it, and just stick with consistent cardio. That's the point that I'm at now, that I didn't want to believe would come, but we're here now. So I just gotta shut up and do it. So, you know, now that I have the muscles, which I put on a lot of muscle mass in just 2 years because I'm natural, and I started off fat, unlike Hussein Farhat. So, you know, because, you know, Bill told me something that really stuck with me and really opened up my eyes, and I was like, yeah, he's right. Because he said, you know, he's like, yeah, you got the muscle mass, you got the size and stuff like that. You need to start burning fat now. There's no need for you to get any bigger. And so he said you don't want to be the fat guy. Like, you don't want to be the fat guy with muscles. And so I was like, whoa. That's a really good way of putting it. I was like, yeah, I don't want to be the fat guy with muscles. So yeah, it just really reminded me that, you know, now that I have the muscles and I have the physique under all this body fat, I need to lock in now. And because, like, yeah, I'm sick of tired having, you know, man boobs now, and you know, my rolls right here, my biscuits, or my love handles, and that's just it, you know. And I finally want to be able to see my abs. That's it. So you know, hope you enjoyed this video and appreciate my realness with you guys. You know, I haven't put that much content out, but, you know, I figured, you know, people don't watch you for the shitty videos you make on Instagram Reels or Shorts, so they like you because of your personality. So put my personality out there, hope you guys like it, and trust me, the content is going to get better. I don't know how, I don't know when, but it will get better. You just gotta stick it out with me, and it will get better, because I don't plan on leaving. I don't plan on going away. And if I do disappear, it'll only be for a short period. You know, it'll be like a break or something, but I will always be here, and I'm not going anywhere. So things are gonna get better, and we just gotta stick through it. So thank you guys. See ya.